My aunt was a midwife in Holland for almost 40 years, and in Holland, in the Netherlands, their system is that midwives deliver healthy babies and the obstetricians deliver the high-risk moms in the hospital. And it's a beautiful system, and they had one of the best outcomes in the world. And here in the United States, midwives deliver very few babies. I think it's less than 3% of all babies are born with midwives. The majority are born with obstetricians in the hospital. And we have one of the highest infant mortality and maternal mortality rates in the world. We spend more on technology than any place in the world, and yet we don't have better outcomes. And I think that's because we over-medicalize birth when it's a normal process. We get to know the moms' personalities a little bit more, I think, by spending so much time with them at prenatal visits. And then we spend a lot of time talking about the options, what's available, how we do what we do, and why we do the things that we do. And if a mom tells us, you know, I want this or I want that, or I don't want you to do that, the families get to choose how they want their experience to be. And it doesn't always go as you plan, but we try to get as much of the things that are important to them as possible. And I think one of the nicest things is we don't separate mom and baby. Baby goes right up on mom's chest and will stay there at least the first hour or two. And the whole little family goes to the bedroom, crawls into bed together. Baby goes right back on mom, and so mom, dad, and baby are all snuggled in bed and covered up to be nice and warm. And for that next hour, they're just getting to know each other and nursing and falling in love. I love first-time moms. Some midwives don't like to do first-time moms because they do typically have longer labors and they're a little bit more work. They ask a lot of questions. But seeing that woman go from her and her husband as a couple to going from that to becoming a mother and becoming a family, and just seeing the transformations in her, and especially after a birth, and just how she becomes empowered and transformed, and they just fall madly in love with that baby. And so you can be up for, you know, all night, 2 nights in a row, and when you see that one at the end, you really think, okay, it was worth no sleep, and just, it's just so amazing just to see the way they look at each other, and the way the baby, especially when the baby looks up at mom and mom looks into the baby's eyes for the very first time. It's awesome.